So I bet you we're live. I'm going to light up this sage because I bet we're going live on YouTube right now as we talk. So let's get this done. Sage up the place. Yep, there it is. So I bet you we're live. I'm going to light up this sage because I'm going to cut that down. Okay. Got a little bit of sage burning here. Just good. Just want to clearing, purify my energy. A little purification here. This area is good. As usual, I've got my crystals. Crystal, my little love crystals. This is a pretty crystal. It looks like a heart. So cute. Anyway, I'm here tonight. We're gonna, as usual, we'll talk about the planet, where the planets are, and then we're going to do some romance readings. I actually am going to do, if anyone has any other questions, that's fine, because you got my attention tonight. And let's go and look at where the planets are. It's been a weird day. So we're going to see where the planets are right now and find out if there's a reason why it's been weird. Oh, don't tell me. It's so funny. I forgot. Sometimes I have to come to astro.com, and I've got a program now that can do it, but it's fun coming here. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I see what it is. The moon is in Gemini at 6 degrees. The sun's at 20 degrees of Leo, but that's 6 degrees of Gemini. That's my 5th house. It's in a very playful place. So, for myself, and, Gemini in general, no matter where 6 degrees of Gemini falls in your chart, Gemini is playful. And so it's going to bring a little bit of fun and talkativeness there. That's probably why I started exactly at this moment. That's amazing. Now, it's making a sextile to Chiron. That's at 9 degrees of Aries. So, a little wide, but Chiron's retrograding. So that they're going to make an exact trine any moment, actually. So, I guess that's good. Depends on where Aries, 9 degrees of Aries is in your chart. For me, it's exactly on my progressed ascendant, which is at 9 degrees of Aries. So it's pretty interesting. Of course, it makes you painfully aware of yourself when it's on your ascendant like that. And today I was painfully aware of that. I didn't want to be blonde today, so I wanted to go dark. So that's so weird that it did that. Very strange. So, by the way, Venus is at 5 degrees of Cancer. And so that is technically opposing my sun right now. So that might be part of it too. Mercury is at 15 degrees of Leo. And that is making a wide conjunction to the sun at 20 degrees of Leo. I think some people could be really expressive right now. Some people are saying what they really want to say. Getting things off their chest, as it will. I guess that's why, there's been a lot going on with people expressing things and saying things, and that could be part of it. Just that Mercury in Leo now, and it really wants to express itself. So I wouldn't be surprised, who knows what we might see on, I don't watch the news anymore. I just don't. I look at sound bites and, I'll Google whatever if it seems like it's something important, but I try not to bog myself down with the news. Uh, there's more than enough people who are doing that. And so, like I said, if I start seeing that there's something popping on Facebook or LinkedIn or something, I'll do my own investigation. But I just don't want to. It's so negative. And I don't always agree with the spin on things. So, I may need to take, I hope I don't have to take another Benadryl. I did it. I just was looking at my shows and I noticed I had that happened to me once before and I ended up having to take a Benadryl and I don't want to do that. But I also have to have a voice, so bear with me. Oh gosh. I will admit I have not been that great. I've been sick. And that's because the true node is at 27 degrees of Gemini, which is in my 6th house of health. And I feel it. My voice is really weak and my glands are swollen. Pluto is retrograding in my 1st house at 23 degrees. Saturn is retrograding in my 1st house at 27 degrees. Oh, and lovely. Jupiter is retrograding at 1853 on my ascendant. Oh, gosh. I seem to remember it doesn't quite hit my ascendant. I hope it doesn't. You know, it's like a certain kind of cruelty to have well, this is Jupiter. At least it's retrograding. I mean, look. Let's hope. No, I can see what's, well, it's an inconjunct. 18 degrees of Capricorn is actually sextile Neptune, but it's inconjunct the sun, and in Leo, it's inconjunct. And so it's inconjunct both the sun and Mercury. That does mean things are a little bit uneasy, but it also is really creative. So some people can really be doing some really creative things right now. I would take advantage of it. Why not? Also, Uranus is at 10 degrees of Taurus, and it's really not making any major aspects. Thank God it's, oh no, I forgot. Uranus is about to go retrograde. Where didn't I have that written down somewhere? Yep. Today is the 12th. Uranus goes retrograde on the 15th in 3 days. Maybe that's the weirdness I feel. I mean, 10 degrees is well, it's on my nadir. Which means it's opposing my MC or midheaven. Oh my. Mercury goes into Virgo on the 19th. And we on the new moon, we get that new moon on the 18th at 26 degrees of Leo on my Mars. Oh my God. So anyway, we pretty much are finished here. I've gone over these. I'm sorry. I'm taking this ring off. That was horrible. I related the entire thing to myself. I can't help it. That's what happens when you have Jupiter sitting on your ascendant. I have to laugh at myself as an astrologer, like I just read that, right? But my whole time I was thinking, oh no. I'm thinking about myself. That's horrible. I should have been thinking about you. At least the imaginary you that should have been in my mind. But I thought, no, I've got 3 planets retrograding in my first house. Jupiter sitting on my ascendant. The sun's in conjunct. This is therapeutic when I come here. I want you guys to know that. Especially in the time of COVID, it gives me a reason to get up and put on makeup and get dressed up and come out here and then mess with you guys and find out all your business and be nosy and ask questions and find out what the cards say. So it's fun. It's fun. So I want to do it two ways today. I hope I've got some ideas, and I don't know if anyone showed up. If you did, great. Then I'll help. Nav was out there. Nav asked, what's coming towards me in love for the upcoming week? I'm a Virgo. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Let's find out what's going on with Nav. Because I'm finished with the astrology part. And my voice is so weak, and I don't want to sit around and run my mouth. I want to be nosy and find out what the cards are going to say. And I've got a couple, let's see, I'll pull out the other ones too, just in case if I get some good messages here. Let's find out what's going on for Virgo now in the area of love and romance. Because we want to know what's going on with now in the area of love and romance. Get some good vibes on that. What is going on now in the area of love and romance? Nav, wherever you are, I'm working on it for that. Let's see what Divine Spirit wants to tell Nav about love and romance. What is the special message I got to give her, Nav, this week? Because I don't know. I think Nav is might be a guy. So Divine Spirit, show me clearly, what's the special message you want to share with Nav? There are 2 actually. Okay, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Oh, yep. There we go. Show me clearly. What do you want me to share with Nav? Anything else? Show me clearly. This one. Okay. Any other message for Nav? Oh, that one popped out. Wow. Any other message for now? Any other message for now? Okay, there we go. I think that's it. Let's see what this is saying here. It's interesting though that it can, I'm wondering if there's, let me get a couple more. Because I want to know. Let me get one more. There we go. So this is interesting, Nav. I don't know what's going on. At least according to what this is saying, you got express your love. Express your love was the first card that came out. So I don't know what the situation is, but you're being told to express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then after that, the card that came out was, well, wedding. This situation involves marriage. So yeah, express your love and then marriage. Wow. This is a pretty serious duel right there. But then the next card that came out was retreat. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, this might be, with marriage or, connecting with someone, retreating together with someone because they're going off hand in hand. And then this could be the one. You're already met the romantic partner you seek, and you're being told to stay optimistic about love. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So far, I'm feeling this. What? And then now you've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, so yeah. Now, you got soulmate here. So this is still going along with the romance and expressing love and marriage. This is somebody, this sounds kind of good right here. Now, there is something that came up, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So that may have something to do with it. And it's ended weird though. Because here's the love, the marriage, the retreating together, all of that. And then you get a deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And then separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. So I don't know if that's part of the deception. You know, when they're spending time apart. I actually want to clarify that with, you know, I'm nosy. Hold on. I'm just going to separate these really quick because that took a abrupt different direction, didn't it? It wasn't going in that direction, and so it kind of threw me off with the retreat and the separation. So let's just clarify retreat and separation. I'm going to get this Miss Cleo deck here because I like the way that feels and easy to get some information. Talk about that retreat and separation for now, right? What was that? Like that, it made me stop in my tracks. Like retreat and separation. Where did that come from? It was not going in that direction in the slightest bit. So it kind of threw me for a loop because I wasn't expecting that at all, not at all. So I'm trying to find where. Wait, hold on for a second. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, wait a minute. This is where it is. I always forget that. Okay, I got it. Okay. I'll move that over here. Okay. So let's look. Let's see. What are we gonna get for now? What is a special message? Share with now. Be clarified. Retreat and separation in that love reading. Retreat and separation. Let's see what we get. Show me clearly. What are we sharing with now? Oh, that popped out my hand. Oh, there's something else. Sharing with now. That's right. Oh my. Sharing with now about this. Oh, that turned over. Any other special messages? Here we go. Share with now. Okay, over there it is. Wow. Anything else? Show me clearly. Any other message? Yes. Okay. We've got enough cards here too. All these were, oh yeah, I'll just leave them like that and we'll find out what that is about. So your first card that you got was the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. And You know, when I see the Knight of Swords, my first reaction is there might be some fighting. And I'm thinking, fighting? It sometimes can be strategy. I'm looking here to see if there's some other meanings that I don't know of. Now, this one says open fight, scandal, quarrel. The answer is no. You know, it's some kind of stressful situation, but not serious. And to stay away from fighting. And then, you know, the Knight of Swords was crossed by the Fool. So, you know, the Fool will jump off or pop off. So with fighting and then the Fool, I'm like, Lord, what? You might want to watch that. So now this, you know, the Fool is Uranus. It's something out of the blue, sudden. It's the air element, but it's Uranus. So, you know, this one of the things, it's, I would just say be careful when it comes to any kind of arguing. Yeah, I would be careful of arguments and stuff like that. Because the Fool is just it's not a good, you know, when you're foolhardy, you're not thinking, sometimes you'll snap off or, you know, something like that. And, not with this fighting. Hold on, I'm really coughing here. So let's see, we've got the Eight of Swords next. And this is just telling me you feel bound. Maybe you are fighting with somebody. You know, you're feeling bound, like tied to something. Maybe even feeling a little trapped with this Eight of Swords. I'm going to see if there's any special meanings here that I might have missed. But usually it is indicating that you're feeling like you're stuck or tied. But I think it's just really up to you. I mean, you can get out of this. Yeah, feeling trapped, restricted, backed in a corner, helpless, victimized, paralyzed by fear or terror, anxiety, crisis, powerless, silence, major weight loss, imprisonment, trials, psychosis. Ooh, with that fighting and the Fool, I'm like, that don't pop off for real. Especially, I don't know why I'm getting that vibe, like especially if you're a guy. Well, you know, I don't see that happening because we're talking about love, but then we're talking about imprisonment and psychological stuff. So stay out of any kind of, you know, thing like that. And then we've got Ace of Staffs. Ace of Staffs is actually really good for a new beginning. Whatever goes on, I think you're going to be able to have a new beginning. Then we got the Three of Staffs. Yeah, you know, have some courage, take courage. Something's coming off in the horizon here. Let me see, with the Three of Staffs. Let me see if I've got a special meaning for that. I try to gather as much detail. I'm such a Capricorn. And I'm one of those people. I will find, if I don't know it offhand, I'm going to make sure I've got every detail I can find for you guys, because that's important. I want to make sure you've got all of the information that I can gather anyway, to share with you. So what I have here for Three of Staffs, or also known as Three of Wands, is careful and thorough planning. So you're going to have to be careful, you know, some careful planning here. A goal or project long in your dreams might be realized. And with it being next to the Ace of Staffs like that, it might be true. A new business idea. We're talking about love. And so I do think this is about you visualizing it, just seeing it in the horizon, you know, believing in it, knowing it's coming, having courage, having faith it's going to be there, being courageous, instead of being down in the dumps. Because then, you know, the next card you got is the Four of Swords, you know, and I'm thinking, no, the Four of Swords gets a little down in themselves, doubting themselves, being a little pessimistic, not believing, you know, maybe feeling lonely. So, you know, that might be part of it. Maybe that's why you're looking off on the horizon, because you're feeling lonely. And that might be because there is some fighting. There might be some fighting going on. Maybe you and the other one said it's your soulmate, right? It's the one you want to be with. Maybe you and the one you want to be with are not together because you're fighting. It could be. I mean, here's the Emperor. I don't know if that person is an Aries, but here's the Emperor. Here's Aries showing up. But I also can see that this could be a decision. Maybe it's time to make a decision about that. Yeah, and I can see that, here's the Hangman. Someone's been really thinking about it, pondering over it, trying to make that decision. Maybe even feeling tied and bound by it because they can't make their decision. They're thinking it over. Oh yeah. And then here's this card here. This is the last of the main hand. It's the devil. It's some lies and deception and deceit. So maybe you're feeling that. Maybe from, before. Maybe that's part of it that's going on. But then I see here, you got the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Three of Coins. That popped up, three of them together, and I don't know why. And when I think of the Page of Swords, of course, that's more battle. And King of Swords, of course, King of Swords will actually be out there talking about people. So I don't know if you're the King of Swords or there is a king, because he will talk about somebody. So yeah, this look, and that Three of Coins, okay, that tells me that you can learn a different way of doing stuff, or maybe you need to just, because this is, especially if you're dealing with a particular King of Swords, or if you are the King of Swords, because a Page of Swords and then the King of Swords is like someone sends in some communication you ain't down with. It almost starts, it's like an argument almost, King of Swords. But with the Three of Coins coming in, let me just see the Three of Coins. I know normally it's like a new skill, right? It's learning, it's recognition, it's well known, it's talent. It's developing a skill. There's potential. There's potential because it's about developing a skill. Maybe you don't have the skills you need right now with the King of Swords and the Page of Swords together like that, but it's developing a skill is, basically the last message you get. Now, I'm going to pull these apart because I am known to miss so much when I look at these things. But, I'm more an astrologer and an actual card reader. Somehow I got caught into doing the cards. I love the cards, so I don't mind, but I am an astrologer first, and that's my big thing, I just want to bring this up, you guys. Now, you had here the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. I'm not kidding about the swords. This is really about a fight. I'm serious. I mean, some people might say, no, it's about some Gemini or, right? We made the swords, right? Gemini and Libra and Aquarius. Here are three of them. I don't know if you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, but I'm just saying. Air signs. All your Uranus popped up earlier. You're dealing with that, whatever that is. You might be dealing with a Leo, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Bringing you stress. I'm just saying. You're not bound, whatever's going on. Just remember that you're not. And you're going to have to learn a new way of looking at things too. Because I think there's been some fighting. You've been worried over it. You're going to have to be strong and find a new way to break free of it, whatever it is. Whatever's been holding you back from love. Whatever it is that's been the problem. Okay, and you got the Ace of Staffs, which tells me a new beginning is possible. Whatever is going on, you can make the new beginning. I mean, it is there. Hey, you might even have that in you to make the new beginning because, I like to read the major arcana backwards. And when I do it, I get first the full That's like take a chance, step out on a limb, make a break for it. I don't know. I mean, it's like take decisive action. Literally, the emperor. Like take a chance, step on a limb, take decisive action. And I think you're going to think it over. This is thinking it over. You might literally feel like you're bound, you're tied. You might be in a relationship where you feel bound and tied. But I just, just sense be careful because there could be, or unless you're dealing with a Capricorn, there could be some lies and deception and deceit here. Just some selfishness, I am a Capricorn, but when I see this card, I know I'm dealing with somebody just wanting to have it all and just not doing the right thing or not doing right by somebody. So I don't hope this ain't about a current relationship and just the potentials that I have now warned you to avoid. Okay. Okay. Much love and light to you, Nav. And if you haven't already done so, like and share our videos and subscribe to our channel and stop by our website, which is astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. And there's all the different things. We have an order page. We got a shop. We have our new computerized reports at our shop. We have new little things. We're putting up candles. We don't have so much stuff there. Go back and visit. Bookmark it and come back again and again. I'm trying to make it that way so people can feel comfortable to just come hang out there and see if I got something. Something a little woo-woo or witchy-poo, because I'm going to have all that stuff there. All right, you guys. So much love and light to you now. Much love and light, okay? Many blessings. So you guys, I don't even know how to say this. And I'm recording, and I haven't, people are so used to me getting here late. They don't know what to do when I get here early. So you know what? They miss me in my black hair because you know what I'm going to do? I'm getting out of here. I ate watermelon before I came, and I've got to go to the ladies. I don't see myself sitting around here much longer. And so I will be back, though, on Saturday to do more readings. It has been my pleasure. Much love, much light, many blessings to everyone. And stop by astrologyalookinside.com. And many blessings to everyone, okay?